Hello, my name is Andrea, and for this activity, I'm going to be talking about what did I learn in topic 1 and 2, which is the anatomy of the human body and body tissues. First of all, we learned about planes. Human bodies divide in sections, and this is very useful because we can use it to describe the location of the human parts. The most important planes are the sagittal, transverse, and frontal. The second thing that we learned were the body cavities that can be described as an empty space that are used to protect and hold organs. The four main cavities are the cranial cavity, the abdominal cavity, the thoracic cavity, and the abdominal pelvic cavity. Then we learned about tissues. There are four main tissues which I'm going to be explaining. These are the epithelial tissues that are widespread throughout the body. They cover all of the body surfaces and are the major tissue in glands. They have several functions like protection, secretion, absorption, excretion, filtration, diffusion, and sensory reception. Epithelial cells can be squamous, columnar, or cuboidal, and they have several layers. These are the connective tissues, which bind structures together and support organs. They have several functions like to help organs, transport substances, protect against diseases, and help repair tissues. The types of connective tissues include the adipose, dense fibers, elastic tissues, cartilage, osseous, which is the bones, and the blood. This is a nervous tissue, a type of tissue that transmits impulses. It is found in the brain, in nerves, and in the spinal cord. It stimulates muscle concentration and plays a major role in emotions, memory, and reasoning. And lastly, we have the muscle tissues that can be categorized into skeletal muscle tissues, smooth muscle tissues, and cardiac muscle tissues. The main difference between these four tissues is that they have different functions. The epithelial tissue helps mostly to protect organs. Muscle tissue has the ability to produce movement in some of our body parts. The nervous tissue stimulates muscle concentration. It involves in our emotions, memory, and reasoning. And lastly, the connective tissue, which helps to transport substances and protect us against diseases. They also have different shapes and forms. The similarities between these four is that each tissue type contains group of cells with the same structure and function. And finally, we were asked to label the parts of a neuron, which was the dendrite, the cell body, and the axon.